this evaporator would hold 40 gallons of sap. Now that sap is 98% water, 2% sugar. So the whole process with making syrup is to get rid of the water, and we would boil that down until we were at 34% water, and then we'd have 66% sugar, and we would have maple syrup. Now this 40 gallons, eventually, when you got down, you put it into a smaller container. Eventually, when we got done, we'd have enough to fill this can.
Oh my.
Wow.
So you can see it takes a lot of sap to make maple syrup. Thus, the cost on it. The only time maple syrup is made is in this time of the year, because it takes warm days and cold nights to get the sap to move up the tree in order to be able to harvest it. So this year the sap started running early. It'll probably be done, I would guess, this next week. I don't know if it'll run now because we've had a few cold days, but that's the process of how we get the sap in there. We would put it in here, cook it down, put it into a smaller container, and then eventually cook it. For those who may have some maple trees and decide, well, I've been to the Nature Center and learned all about making maple syrup, I'm going to do it. So you go out and tap your trees and get you some sap, and you take it in your kitchen and put it on the stove and start boiling it. And an hour or two later, the wallpaper starts falling off your house, off your walls. Because all the steam got to go somewhere. And it would take the wallpaper off. Say nothing about everything in your house would now have kind of a sticky layer on it. So if you're going to do this, take it outside and cook it down till you get it into a smaller container. Then you can take it and put it on the stove, put the fan on above it, and finish it up. Because what we're going to do is water boils at 212 degrees, and we would boil this until we got up to 219 degrees. Because of the sugar in it, we can raise that boiling point and start by stirring it and keeping it from burning. And at 219, we would have maple syrup. At 237 or 227, if we took it on up a little higher, we could make maple candy out of it, put it into molds such as this. And then when it cooled off, take it out of the molds and eat it as maple candy, Hard Rocker maple candy. They have maple candy available at the gift center, at the Interpretive Center.